also had their moments and had their vibes during these past few years. They are kind of riding off of these new, I wouldn't say youngsters, but of course it's a much younger roster than the previous VP. Squadix 20 of age, Kiritych is 20, Noticed also 21 years old, and then the veterans, you have sayuw at 26 and FNG at 28. So they've got that old experience combined with the rest. Well, Timado has found sayuw for the first time in a first blood going for TSM. Will not get the bottle refill for himself. Nothing else happens out of this. TSM going in mid with 3 heroes. The laning stage been going so well, they don't worry about it.
They're going to see the AA.
Oh, AA getting surprised here. They've got a charge coming in from Notice. FNG low on HP. A couple more hits should do it. They can't get there. Timado might be the one to drop here. Just a couple more to go. The glimpse coming in. The high ground attacks are enough. And FNG with the Ice Vortex tick out of all things kills the TB. And FNG on the move away as Ari in between two. Goes for the stun. Almost gets the kill on FNG as he gets a bit of healing in. Centaur finally finishes the job. Gets stuck with these cold feet. Notice charging onto Whitemon. sayuw will drop that ink explosion right on top of Ari for the kill. The glimpse bringing him closer with a stroke of fate connecting. And this is the first big fight Virtus Pro will capitalize on. But they will be able to get Whitemon with the bash. One more hit to go. And he cannot go that deep. Timado has already returned back to action. Even that level 1 stroke of fate. He's going to go for Notice with a charge. And that will be enough. Raindrops or not, Notice has got this one in the bag.
You don't have any runes. What can you do? When both mid laners do find an entry into this game, imagine how more explosive it's going to get than it already is.
Oh, they're going to try and kasane here at half HP, but suddenly as they do that, Centaur shows up out of nowhere. CK already down to half HP. Ari still tanking hits, but gets crit to the face by Kiritych, and sayuw has also TP'd in. Whitemon coming in for the back. Bryle has made his rotation as well, but as said, Shaker can't come to the help, so they're going to have to fight this with just 3 versus 3, and Kiritych will fall. Whitemon secures the kill. Bryle's going to be dropping low on HP, but FNG has no way of catching him, and the detection is on sayuw on the other side of the tier 1 towers.
They're going to smoke up, and they're going to go ahead and try to kill a Spirit Breaker.
Scan connects. Scanka does connect, but they're moving straight towards the lane. You see that it also now shows a green line, so probably some traffic in the bottom lane. That is a Radiant Sentry, and also a Dire place 1 Bryle on the other side. And there we go, the instant echo. Into Whitemon dropping the ulti to try and save Bryle. But here comes the counter initiation. Ice Blast does connect onto a couple. TV will pop the Metamorph as well to start hitting FNG. Squadix, he won't be able to get out instantly as he gets glimpsed back into the fight. TSM already lost 2 members and noticed 4 more seconds for the charge. Timado wants to close in the gap. Squadix has to blink away as Timado throws in a right click, and they will salvage this situation. They got the Invoker kill. So successful blink reveal.
They don't really have much else for their initiation, as mentioned. You have maybe a tornado. Ari has to walk in the old school way right now until he gets his blink. He's not even halfway there yet. So you got to rely heavily on these glimpses. That's where we're seeing him max it out too.
Squadix. They're setting up for him here. Tornado to set up for the Static Storm. And he needs sayuw to help him out. Buddy, I'm burning here, but there's nothing they can do. And they will even take sayuw into the arms of TSM. Ari ready for the stun in 2 seconds. Notice trying to interrupt that ice wall. That space cow is like, I'm stuck in eternity or some kind of black hole. But no, it's just ice. Bryle with the second kill going for him. And there we go, the Guardian Angel from Bryle. And the turnaround for TSM to take even more. They've got 3. This looks like a 4th on Notice. He's trying to charge away. He will get out, but Kiritych down. And Notice, that is a full-on team wipe. TSM, they took the broom, and they're scrubbing Virtus Pro with it.
Okay.
What can they do with this? It's a very tough target.
I mean, he's got his Boots of Travel online now with the Midas. kasane is going to really pick up the farm speed. And he's just fast, right? Like with these Boots of Travel giving 90 move speed.
Well, surprises noticed. Echo Sun coming up from Squadix and the Static Storm locking up this Shaker. And they're just a couple heroes here, but TSM, they've got more than just a couple. The whole team is here. And the glimpse. Welcome into the loving arms of TSM. Another kill for them and a 7k lead built up.
Ari's coming in.
For the kills.
Looks like they want to fight on VP. Notice walking in with Kiritych.
Want some vengeance, right? But is it foolhardiness? Is it courage that they're using here? They've got an AA blast to connect onto Bryle. It doesn't really connect with the debuff, but they've got the damage for Kiritych for the kill. Ari Good blink in and stun if they have to follow up damage, but it looks like VP are bringing in the numbers this time. Glimpse throwing back. Nice stun to follow up on the Glimpse as well by Ari, but he loses half of his HP. Look at those crits from Kiritych. kasane have to intervene, and there we go. CK, I'm going to TP out. Bye-bye. I ain't going to stay here any longer as Timado's also showed up, but he's also losing some HP. Notice charges away. FNG and sayuw are trying to get away from the big evil Glimpse of Whitemon.
He's kind of had a rough game on all accords. He's still managing to keep up on the farm as the Omni that has a free game. A little bit of difference in heroes in the farming speed. Really a high reliance on Timado and his Terrorblade this game.
Bryle surprising FNG again.
Yeah.
And maybe even more, because Ari is chasing sayuw here. They do throw in the Glimpse, and he's used into the air. This Ari build on Centaur is really enabling them set for kills. They've got Glimpse, and then he has the Yules as well to make sure that they can definitely land hoof stops. Yeah, you're not getting out. You are not getting out. Off lane at the same time. Notice is right next to Bryle. He's on the high ground. This time it's 2v1. Is it fair enough for Bryle? Is it fair enough for Virtus Pro? Well, they're going to try, but that's Stampede, and they do end up finding the Shaker. Ari is here, trying to get away with the jumps, but that is going to be his demise. Burning to the end, and Bryle another kill.
You know, they see one more hero, too. Glimpse from the Static Storm. And
that's all over the map, unless Sunstrike is going to be enough to help them out. Notice, barely gets out. Just a couple hundred left on the Spirit Breaker, but it's enough.
He's going for that Hex now, so next time that will be a definite kill with the Hex. And the whole map right now, it just belongs to TSM. It feels like they're able to farm right now.
And they get this one.
The Ink-Swell's
going to be connected, and Ice Blast is also their perfect combo. kasane is here, though.
It's the boss too, baby.
Up. Does have Guardian Angel available. And they also let him go. They see Timado. He's frozen in the river. Here it just pops his Phantasm, and they're going to target Bryle. Bryle actually going to get caught with the silence. Squadix, he's got the Fissure, and he's got them locked down. Here goes the Guardian Angel for the Echo Slam. That will go straight through. FNG will fall to Ari. At the same time, Notice going to be charging onto Timado, but Timado, he's holding his ground, and Kiritych is on the run. I need help, boys. Ari thrown into the air with his own Yules, but he will lose his life. Squadix will smack a big totem into his face. And Virtus Pro, you know, there's a bit of light at the end of the tunnel as they can get 3 for 1 out of this trade-off. Slowly starting to show, because we haven't really seen Virtus Pro as 5 since that team wipe happened in the mid lane. It feels like ages ago already at this point, because the game has taken a different course. Ari spotted by FNG. FNG will throw the instant Ice Blast, prevent the Centaur from blinking forward, throws in for the Yules. FNG gonna get hit by the cold snap as Bryle's coming in. kasane's TP'd in. Squadix stuck on a cliff. Stuck on a cliff. Where are you gonna go? You've been clipped easy right now. And it's TSM that's gonna make sure that you're not getting out. And Squadix is just dead. Oh, poor VP. And Otis won't be able to run away either. Hit by the tornado. Pops this BKB. I gotta run, boys.
It's under attack.
And sayuw, I don't think he's going to be that lucky as Ari with the Yules. He's going to chase him down. We've seen this story before, and kasane is high on his heels with the Omni Knight. Ari with the stun, Glimpse throwing in the Grimstroke all by himself, and TSM. It really just wasn't a proper fight at all for Virtus Pro.
Be as far back as possible, getting his spells off, and we're going to get that replay just now to see what happens here. We're going to see kasane come in with that boss 2 here right onto Bryle. Yeah, he is just chilling this game, honestly, on kasane. He realizes his job is mainly just to keep Timado alive with the GA. GA is supposed to be the counter to the CK ultimate, right? CK at some point might want to consider a nullifier, but nullifier... Uh-oh. They see Bryle. Oh, the Echo.
Oh, that's a big one. Jumping straight on top of Bryle with the Echo Slam. kasane coming in with the Boots of Travel too. Notice actually hitting the Centaur on the way there, but Bryle going to be saved by the Guardian Angel and Timado. He's ready for the action. BKB's already popped on the side of VP, and they're going to make this count. They really need the kill on Bryle by Whitemon. The Static Storm's placed now. Kiritych is going to be stuck inside of it. They've already lost a couple of heroes on the side of VP, but they're forcing the rest of them away. TSM, they might just be able to clean out the entire team. Squadix is trying to run, has his blink available. It's going to be able to dodge that blood grenade as well, so he can blink right after the enchant totem. So it's not VP losing 4 or 5, it's just the CK and the AA. They did get Bryle and also forced out the Metamorph and a couple ultimates, but TSM still, they're fighting at a spot where they can straight up push to the high ground.
They got Ags on the Grimstroke right now, so they can make a copy of Timado here if they want to go. think they probably should. Here it is.
And they're going to try it. Inkswell coming in with the charge with the Ice Blast coming in as well. Timado, he's going to get stunned, but the Sunder comes out just in time, and he dodges the Ice Blast too. Not going to get hit by it at all. Squadix is already down. Kasane tanking the front line, but he will lose his life. sayuw will claim that kill. Timado still has the Aegis for 35 seconds, and he's on the run. Notice on the chase as well with this Inkswell. Has his BKB. Going to make sure that he can catch this TV, but they need some backup here. Yes, he will finish him off for the first time. And now realizing that he only has the supports on his high ground, I guess it's a smart idea to just let them stay behind. Not lose too many heroes. Trying to ult on Timado, but just getting uled by Ahri. The charge coming into the camp instead of the hero. Ahri blinks away. Whitemon getting caught by this one. FNG's right there. 6 more seconds for the Ice Blast. Stampede coming out as well. Notice very low on HP right now, but still continuing with the fight. Disruptor low on HP. Ahri down to half as well. Timado's running away. Ahri, he's the last one here remaining as Whitemon is already down. But the Ice Blast is following Timado. It's getting vision for Notice. Notice coming in with the charge. They do get the ulti to connect, but Bryle is also here. So what does VP decide to do? Do they continue with the chase because they're hungry for kills right now? Nanta to also avoid getting hit by the Nether Strike, and Bryle invis away with Ghost Walk. So that fight, that is finally done.
But he's going to always want to find a way to get rid of this illusion as soon as he possibly can. And then, of course, the questions of like the Omni Knight. How much is this hero going to scale into the late game? The Centaur, he's just a glorified blink stun at the moment.
They see Bryle. No, they actually got the gem, but they finally spot him. But do they get the catch? Yes, they do. The Nether Strike's there, and the Static Storm also plays down. The Guardian Angel for some very early notice, popping the refresher for another charge. Ice Blast will connect into the middle. Omni are going to be hit by the Echo Slam as well, and they dual take down Ahri. Will take down Kasane. Timado, he's running out of firepower in the front line, so he has to deal the damage, but he's getting stunned up on the spot with the frozen cold feet right now. And Virtus Pro yet to lose a member, forcing out the buyback off of Ahri.
That was really good. So far, still. Refresher was the choice for the Spear Breaker with the double charge in there, double Nether Strike, double BKB. And he's going back in. He's not done.
Charge onto Timado. Nether Strike is ready. 700 HP to go through. A couple more hits. They've got Timado. They've got Timado. And Ahri also being controlled. Silenced at the time. CK bringing him in, but gets disarmed. And Ahri just died back on the Centaur. And VP, they've got a ticket right now to claim this game back in their favor, or at least be the ones in the lead. And they're going to lose a lane of racks on top of that. This TV is not going to be buying back just quite yet. 20 seconds for him to return back into action. Also the fact that, you know, Nomad and T-Gov in the last series, they were talking about the 6th player. Well, VP with sayuw, Grimstrokes, Ags in the Dark Portrait. Already pushing out the wave. VP, they're backing out. They also have noticed on the other side of the map, defending that push. Taking away the outpost, have some vision.
They're smoked up. They want to go on something here, but... Oh, we're back to the old days. We're camping high ground and vision and wards. They found Bryle.
Nice blink out, but the Echo Slam doesn't really connect either. Neither does the Static Storm as he's popped his BKB. And notice that's a very early pop for him as well. Doesn't catch anyone with the charge. And he's going to end up getting stuck in the freeze while Ahri is fighting against the rest of these CK illusions and getting pummeled to death. And Ahri will be gone for 60 seconds. VP looking for another opener here. Noticed in the front with the Inkswell, but the charge is still on 5-second cooldown. Does get the Nether Strike. Whitemon all the way to the low ground. 4 staff save quickly to get back to safety. But the Fisher from the charge as well. And Whitemon's about to drop with this Disruptor low on HP. Meanwhile, Timado, the Guardian Angel will come out, but he's also going to get hit sold by Kiritych. Going to be in the front line with the CK, and they're fighting basically just to the death as Timado has to run away, realizing that maybe I can't beat this CK by myself. And Bryle has finished off Notice with a deep dive, dropping the gem onto the ground. And Virtus Pro on the retreat, but Bryle's not going to let them get out. Squadix going to get hit by the cold snap. Vessel combo, and Kasane is here, and Bryle will get the kill.
His corpse just went flying to the high ground. He's like, I'd rather die up. It's hard to keep track of what spells are actually cracking these Lincolns open. We'll have to see, but they definitely do have to pop this Lincolns multiple times potentially. Oh, Ahri's deep.
They're going to go aggressive with the Stampede. FNG misses his ult, but Ahri's going to lose his life here. Sunstrike is also on top of Kiritych. Kiritych slowly losing the fight, but has the Aegis.
Oh, there's a Dark Portrait
on the run right now. Still has the BKB as well. That is not a Metamorph illusion, but it is something. And it will buff up them with the extra damage. Timado is on the run. He's going to move away from the high ground. FNG still pretty low on HP. Hasn't really regenerated at all during this time. He's just standing his spot, standing his ground, throwing in more vortex, more vision. Parties are doing the work. In the heavy lifting right now for VP. Kiritych, Ari going in for the blink stun. Does get hit by Noticed. And Tor now Yule's up into the air. Timado can't find an angle to hit them and can't even pump his metamorph right now. And Ari's gone. All buybacks are up for both teams, though.
Like I mentioned before, he's like a glorified blink stun at this point, right? You just blink and you stun, and that's all you got. And they're just going to take this Rax with illusions. Very low committal.
Timado scouting up with information. Kiritych is just cleaning out more and more of these illusions, bringing in more of his. This Chaos Bolt shard. Waves are pushing in. Creeps are inside TSM space. The creeps are inside TSM space right now, so you gotta do something. And this is what VP's happy with. Stampede is going to be popped. This Ari charges in. Fissure on 2. Echo on 2 by Squadix. Disrupt is going to be low 1 HP. Can't get this Static Storm off at all. Notice is low 1 HP too. He's going to have to move himself over with the Wind Waker. But Whitemon is down. Timado's popped his BKB. And Kasane and Bryle, they're going to be chasing onto Notice. FNG is also on the run. Kiritych down to half HP. Notice going to be found. He's going to charge away. And Invoker's been found as well with the stuff from Kiritych. Kiritych takes him down. Looks for Kasane as well. The Omni Knight's out for the double kill for this one. And Timado is down too. They're forcing out buybacks off of TSM and Ari. He's all by himself right now. I wish I had friends, but all your friends are dead. As Virtus Pro clean house and force out a lot of buybacks off of TSM. It could just go down to one more team fight, Fear.
It definitely can. And when you have no buybacks available here, you have no meta. Roshan just spawns, and I think TSM, they're looking at, they're thinking they're actually going to get Kiritych here.
Oh no, not that as well. The Seat Gate, did they maybe extend themselves a bit too much? TSM. They got a freebie out of the pockets of a Virtus Pro. It's, you know, balls are being dropped all over the court. Both teams.
I mean, you just have to have balls to steal there, honestly, to make that play. If you are TSM, that's playing to win right there.
That's his buyback. That's his buyback as well for this one.
The plot thickens here.
Gracious, and TSM get the jump as well. VP sayuw is going to be the one to drop first. Notice has to run away on the Spirit Breaker. And sayuw just forced this buyback. And they're so scattered right now. Squadix, no echo, no nothing for another 15 seconds at least as he's walking away, jumping around. Sunstrike for vision. Won't find anyone in the area.
That's just going to be another Roshan stalemate here, which so far has been favoring VP. Because they do have the advantage of having top and mid lane of barracks exposed here, as the creeps will come marching in very shortly here.
And player number 6, the TB of VP, the charge onto Ari. Beautiful connection from Notice. Ice Blast will connect on Timado. He's going to have to reset for a little bit longer. Ari is moving away. Bryle sniping FNG on the side at the same time. That's going to be one hero that's not going to be returning. Echo's that fall out by Squadix onto Timado. And Whitemon's going to be low 1 HP, but the Guardian is going to keep him alive. Kasane chasing sayuw at the same time as Whitemon's being pummeled by Squadix. But Bryle is here. They're taking 1v1s all over the place, but they will take down the Shaker. He's got a buyback. Ari being chased by Notice. That's the same as Kiritych fighting versus Kasane. They're kiting them. TSM, but they are also losing members. They've lost 2 that cannot return back onto the field.
Tier 4s right now too, by the way. This is TI. They're going to play it safe. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite them in the ass later when the heroes are respawning. But they still have a window here.
Can they hold this base alive a little bit longer? There's the Phantasm. Illusions from, you know, all over the world are going into TSM space. And Mega Creeps looming in the horizon. Range Rack's gone, and the final melee, and the Ancient exposed. Can TSM hold 4 versus 5? It's a difficult task, but it's a one that they're going to have to face, as that Ancient is already down to half HP. Ari stunning up here, just a CK's right there, but they're focusing full on. Notice is buying the space on the time. Static Storm, and going through the back line, and a beautiful catch from Kiritych as well. And TSM is out from game 1. Virtus Pro, they claim game number 1.
In a very unexpected fashion as well. This game was like all TSM at the beginning of the game, but the resilience from Virtus Pro to be able to just hold the game for as long as they possibly did. So that is one downside of the Lifestealer here. So they got to make things happen a bit in the early game. They do have the Lone Druid Lifestealer combination. They got a very tempo-based lineup here. I think they need to be in a spot this game where they keep getting gold, or they need to end the game.
A bit too far away to catch Squadix here, and allowing VP to counter-initiate. Dazzle is going to drop very low. Whitemon might just be the target of first blood, and FNG is going to get it. Notice will drop as well with that off-lane Wraith King, and FNG targeted by TSM to potentially give another kill for the North Americans. They are chasing him down as that orb dodge comes out. A couple extra right clicks enabled for Ari to close that one out. And very close to each other with a 1 CS difference. Squadix and Bryle also very even in mid, despite a lot of red colors in the top 10. TSM having the majority right now. Spectre CS, not exactly the highest, but maybe even a potential kill. Kasane is down to 100 HP in the bottom lane. Spectre going all the way under, diving under the tower and getting a kill.
That's
on
a
Kasane.
resummon kill too. That is massive.
That too. Definitely should. And Squadix is actually pretty high up here, tied up with Bryle in net worth. Also with that lifestealer following right behind. It is VP's side lanes that are following up behind. And they're going to make an attempt onto Squadix with the coil. Ari's right there to help him out with Whitemon, but FNG and sayuw, they've got the power, and they will apply it onto TSM. Whitemon trying to make a run for it, but the monetize is going to be there. Bryle is also low on HP. Can Squadix get another remnant? Yes, he can, but he's still got sticks and fairy fires. Nevertheless, 1 kill, 2 kill, rune secured. Squadix happy. So also some confidence coming out of their drafting. Red King has a full 8 picks so far with a 62% win rate.
How many of those are in the offlane?
Those are actually, there is actually 4 offlane picks. So it is shared.
There is something happening bottom lane.
Oh, that is a Phoenix, and particularly the Sun being targeted. It doesn't get popped by the coil. Kasane is the one to die first, and now Bryle just might be a secondary target. Let's get the coil out just in time, and there's the magnetize with a powerful kick to the face. Squadix with a double, Squadix with a triple. Now, Kiritych, I want a peace of mind of that as well. 3 kills with the Sun surviving. FNG doesn't even get killed. TSM's going to be in a lot of trouble. How do you get back in with this lone druid? He needs time to farm. The lifestealer needs time to farm. And you don't have a mid laner to play around with, basically, because you're so far behind that the Virtus Pro is just going to walk away with it. But they're going to make something happen onto Kiritych here. Shadow Step onto Kasane. Drops down to half HP as well. He might just die here. He's gonna pop the true form. He does get a bit of healing out of that, and FNG will be punished. sayuw also on the runaway from Ari. And Squadix, he's the hunter in the night. The invisible Earth Spirit shows up out of nowhere, magnetize onto Whitemon and the bear. Gonna get rooted up by the bear at the same time. Kasane gonna be walking back in. Uh-oh. Schooled by TSM by the looks of it. He thought he had the upper hand, but no. It was TSM's. But VP's mid tower down to 800 HP. Very soft right now. TSM also smoking up towards top. FNG is still in the tree line. Throwing in some fire. Spotted. Does he get the channel? No, he won't. He won't make it out. Ari and Whitemon are here. Going to try again.
He's dead. But bottom lane here, you got Earth Spirit and AA going here. AA ult is online.
That rotation is coming in from TSM. You can't quite get the Kasane though. They got an eye on him, but also same thing for Kiritych. Whitemon with a slow on the blood grenade. AA blast to connect onto Kasane, and that is him gone. Ari, Whitemon trying to make a run for it. sayuw and Kiritych on the chase. Snowball trying to get away from the rest of VP. And Squadix with the slow. So Tusk is also going to drop, and VP successful with it, and that is a much-needed double for Kiritych. He's up 5-0-4 on this Spectre in the early game.
Yeah, I think that's a little bit concerning if you're a TSM fan here. This Spectre hero, we've seen him time and time again in the late game. This hero is ridiculous. Now, with this, they're going to kill Noticed once here, potentially.
Does have reincarnation.
Well, he doesn't have it skilled yet. Now he's skilled for it. He needs help at the same time. He sees the orb. Yeah, now you're going to get some backup because there's a lot of heroes here. FNG coming with the heal, but Bryle's going to go for the silence. Timado under the tower. You're going to help your lifestealer around. He's going to move away with they pop the Sun, and they're forcing them away. Infest inside the Tusk, but Tusk, there's going to be a bit of a surprise inside. Does TSM get to use that surprise, or are they just going to die one by one as they've lost Ari, and Timado is dead as well. Bryle can't do much with that haste rune, and TSM losing a core and a support from their aggressive move. But Kasane, he will be able to take down that Spectre on a mano-a-mano. Yeah, Spectre had the Blade Mill coming out on the courier. Doesn't quite reach him there. If A gets Ice Blast off, then you're probably dying. If you can manage to avoid the Ice Blast by killing him first or hope he just misses him, then you have a real chance in the fights.
Last game we had a couple Midases coming in, and this time it looks like sayuw. Okay, we'll get back to that in a second. As Notice being dived under the tower. Bryle's also going to be here, but so is Spectre. Kiritych wants to get a bit of damage out. And sayuw has the Ice Blast ready. Onto Timado, trying to get to the high ground, and he's going to be history. Whitemon's dead too. Ari might just be a third kill going for Virtus Pro. He's got nowhere to go, and that Wisdom Rune secured by VP. And with all these kills going the way of Virtus Pro, you know, mentioned sayuw is the one lining up the Midas.
It's going to be rough. It's not gonna be real rough.
He's
But
just playing it
he's wise.
safe. He's wise and playing it safe for the time being. Maybe they can get a bit of a wraparound
I
from the
don't
high
know,
ground.
T-Panda. I think he might be dead.
There he looks like it. Ice Blast is going to be there, and he is dead once again, and so is his bear by the time he respawns. Without playing a single major this year of going potentially into the upper bracket of the main event.
Well, they're
then you have TSM. Then you
They're
have
just showing
TSM
it.
that have been to a major, haven't had too much success. Sayuw is going to be hunted here at the same time. They're the second top team from North America. And this series just looks like Virtus Pro has been a tiny bit better, making a little bit less mistakes than what TSM has been making. So they know that. They understand that. But VP, if you look at it from their perspective, they probably came as underdogs to the series, but they're not looking like underdogs at all. While diving into
they will get a much needed kill.
We'll get that, but how many are they going to lose with this trade? Ari is already being targeted on. Whitemon's about to drop the notice. Timado's trying to fight back, but this Lifestealer without a Deso, his damage is limited. Squadix will take down one, and there's a TP attempt from Timado, and he will be able to get out with the help of the Rage. So only 2 supports traded off for FNG's Phoenix. Spectre almost ready with a Radiance, 500 gold short. So more trouble coming TSM's way.
Is getting outscaled by the Wraith King. He's out farming him. They're building the same items, but you already have the Desolator online for the Wraith King, where Timado's still going for it. He talks about how he can't man fight. Like, I'm struggling to find good points for TSM right now.
Okay, a bit of an attempt on a bait. Notice was just hanging around there waiting for the Ice Blast to land on top, and maybe somebody jumps him, but they jump after, and Bryle gonna get silenced right away. The puck's gone! Bryle doesn't get to do anything. He does not get to play Dota, and by the looks of it, neither does the rest of TSM. They're trying to go for the run. Whitemon, they're taking so much damage from this Magnetize, an ultra kill for Squadix. They got nothing done. They got nothing right on TSM. Oh my goodness.
In a position like this, your comeback potentials, it's so difficult. I think you just have to split up and farm and just be greedy. Maybe this Lifestealer needs to turn this Mithril Hammer into a Maelstrom or something.
By the looks of it, because he still doesn't have a Desolator, and he still won't be able to farm it as he's hunted down in the mid lane. You know, yeah, it does remind me of a lot of pubs. My Pos 5 AA wants to build a Midas so he can just chill at the back of the fights and, you know, get a casual Midas pop every now and then, and maybe get an Aghanim's to amplify the old Ice Blast that used to be. Now you just get that lovely, lovely chilling touch. Kind of turn into a Dark Willow of sorts, as Ari going to get hunted down by VP. But at the same time, yeah, he's like, I'm just going to go for it. You know, that's the sayuw way of playing Dota.
Yeah, these are like the saddest games to
Timado.
play.
Not again.
Yeah, that's a Hex, by the way. Position 5 Phoenix has a Hex at 20 minutes. Yeah, okay. So these are the games I was going to say. Whitemon, he's probably going to go down here too, most likely, as he has no TP. He's just
1 second
stunned up. Yep. And that's the thing, too. Noticed he also went for the 26 skeleton attack damage taunt.
Which kasane, you know, he's just farming the jungle right now. He's not even pushing the lane, as they will take a mid lane of Rax secure 24 minutes in. It does look like they're not done yet. They have a creep wave at the tier 2.
Accidentally double click his ultimate and kill himself here. So that will give him an avenue of maybe taking this fight here. Other than that,
maybe we see a fight from TSM after all. Infest Bomb is applied for the puck, so let's see if he can get to the back line and do some damage. Melee's already down. Sayuw is there. FNG's right there, but they read. The Hex is onto the puck already. It's surprise. It's lost. The silence is there, and the target is Ari. Tusk is going to go down, and the puck's about to fall as well. Squadix with the roll and trying to get the connection there. Magnetized right on top of the puck, and he's still going. He's going to go all the way, and he's going to score a home run by the looks of it. Bryle still going to get away with the Magnetize, and finally, this Shaker, well, I mean, the Earth Spirit is definitely shaking the ground here, forcing Bryle away.
And he continues to stay inside the puck here. They're looking for another play here. We'll see Kiritych in the top lane here. Are they going to chase him down? Can you even kill him if you make this play? We're about to find out.
Well, an attempt is being made.
We might, yeah. They found him. What can you do here?
At the blade mail, 1v2. They're making it work. Notice is killing Whitemon at the same time.
Dude,
Kiritych jumping back and forth. This version is hurting, and Timado is dying, and Timado is dead, and Bryle is dead. He just 1v2'd them, and Ari does the cheap shot to secure the kill. But holy, this man, he just 1v2'd them as a Spectre. At 28 minutes, they were the ones to initiate on him, and GG's called out. I'm sorry to say, Fear, but it is East Europe 2, North America 0, 2 times in a row today.
What can you do? The better teams won today. It is what it is. I'm a big fan of competitive Dota, and this, I mean, it wasn't very competitive, honestly, this game, but however, the teams and the performance by Virtus Pro in this particular series was really good.